Hello and welcome to episode 12 of the Flagstaff County Podcast. I'm your host, Cary Castagna, Communications Coordinator for Flagstaff County. You're listening to the official podcast of Flagstaff County. Today's episode is a follow-up to our last episode in which County Council took turns outlining collectively their current programs, services, and priorities under 7 main headings: Economic Development, the Agricultural Service Board, Planning and Development, Regional Programs, Public Works, Corporate Services, and Emergency Services. That episode, I should point out, was the first step in a plan to encourage public engagement in these times of COVID-19. As you know, due to ongoing health measures, we were unable to host our annual public open house this year. But even in the midst of a global pandemic, we still want to hear from Flagstaff County residents and get your feedback on the next business plan and budget. So this year, we've been trying something new. This year, Council opted to use the Flagstaff County Podcast to reach out to residents. And so, in our last episode, after councilors highlighted their current programs, services, and priorities, listeners were then directed to the Flagstaff County website at flagstaff.ab.ca to review the 2021 business plan and budget for more detailed information. And then, if anyone had any comments or questions or any suggestions for new programs and services, they were asked to email them to budgetinput2022@flagstaff.ab.ca. Now, the second part of the plan was to present that feedback and respond to questions in this follow-up episode of the podcast. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get inundated with feedback. Actually, we didn't receive any feedback at all via email. But that's okay, because I am joined by Flagstaff County Reeve and Division 5 Counselor Don Kroetch. Don is going to tell us more about public engagement. He will also outline the next steps in the budget process, as well as discuss some of the challenges facing Flagstaff County. Welcome, Don.
Yeah, thanks, Cary.
Public engagement, public consultation, public participation, no matter what you call it, the question is, why do we do it?
Yeah, that's a very good question. We do have a public participation policy, as it is mandated by the provincial government. This policy has been developed to recognize the value of public participation and create opportunities for meaningful public participation in decisions that directly impact the public. Flagstaff County recognizes the quality of public participation is an essential component of good governance, and it is a shared responsibility of council, administration, and the community.
So right now, we're seeking feedback on the next business plan and budget. Talk a little bit more about that, please.
I will. Under the Municipal Government Act, Flagstaff County is mandated to adopt a 3-year operating budget and 5-year capital budget that anticipates future revenues and expenditures across the organization. We wanted to seek input from the public to determine whether any new programs or services they would like Council to consider for the 2022-2024 business plan and budget, or even ask questions to seek clarification on current programs and services. Every year around this time, we offer public input opportunities, and Flagstaff Council is committed to involving the people affected by the decisions we make. Along with our website and other various methods that we're using to communicate with our residents, we're doing a great job of sharing information. This is the foundation of all engagement. Cary, do you have any stats on the input we put out there?
You're in luck. I've pulled together some data to share. First, our website receives, on average, anywhere from 2,300 to 3,000 visitors per month. On Facebook, we have close to 3,500 followers, and our monthly reach has recently topped 65,000 people. On Twitter, we have more than 1,700 followers, and we are closing in on 7,000 tweets. On YouTube, we've amassed more than 140,000 views while growing our subscription base to 129 subscribers. Our online council meetings average about 15 viewers per session. We have dedicated ad space in every issue of our local newspaper, the Community Press. We also send out the Flagstaff County newsletter on a quarterly basis to roughly 700 households across the Flagstaff region. And finally, the Flagstaff County podcast, which we launched in late January, features 12 episodes so far, including this one. And the episodes have been downloaded a combined total of 346 times. So as you can see, we're reaching out to Flagstaff residents through a variety of avenues and doing all we can to ensure that residents are informed about all things Flagstaff County. Now, Don, would you be able to provide an overview of some of the challenges and opportunities that Council will have to consider?
Yeah, will do. Our current budget and business plan reflects reductions in revenue due to the oil and gas sectors that have experienced a significant downturn in 2020. We are also preparing for anticipated provincial changes in assessment rules, which due to the advocacy of our citizens was delayed until further analysis and consultation occurs with all stakeholders. However, we do expect a future reduction in revenues as the province will continue the review assessment models for future years. The current business plan and budget available on our website provides detailed view of programs and services currently offered and the financial costs of their delivery. The business plan and operating and capital budgets serve as a financial direction for the county. The 2021 and 2023 budget represents Council's priorities for the coming years and takes a conservative approach to spending, while maintaining the services that all our residents expect. In addition to funding the day-to-day operation, it takes a long-term view considering Council's strategic priorities, while responding to the challenges of economic conditions and ensuring a strong, sustainable financial future.
Yeah, a strong, sustainable financial future, that's the key. Now, Don, can you talk a little bit more about the challenges facing Flagstaff County right now?
Sure. Council continues its commitments to work with all orders of government, including our municipal neighbors, to forge a stronger relationship, to work collaboratively in building the region. It's important to recognize that these are challenging times for everyone in the Flagstaff region. The global pandemic and resulting global recessions have impacted all of us in many ways. Challenging economic conditions have forced us to review and prioritize our programs and services. Council anticipates a continued decline in assessment from the oil and gas sector, which continues to struggle. We're also concerned about the cancellation of the Keystone XL project by the Biden administration, which will impact future assessment. Flagstaff counties also experience additional expenses due to the downloading costs for policing from the provincial government. It appears that some municipalities where there is no growth in assessment base are facing a new fiscal reality of decreasing revenues and increased costs. In addition, the grant funding received on an annual basis from the provincial government is expected to change in the next few years. Council is committed to sparing our residents and businesses from future financial strain. We continue to seek a balanced approach of managing costs through a reduction of programs and services, along with increased user fees in some of our services provided. This is necessary to ensure the long-term viability and sustainability of Flagstaff County.
Don, as you said earlier, the current business plan and budget is available to peruse on our website at flagstaff.ab.ca. Now, can you please run down some of the highlights of the current business plan and budget?
Yeah, I sure can. The lion's share of our municipal budget is allocated to public works programs. Council remains focused on road maintenance, including bridge and culvert maintenance, and brushing, mulching and backsloping, road recovery and rehabilitation, and our gravel program, which includes road patching, crushing, stockpiling, and exploration. The Agricultural Service Board will continue its various annual programs as prioritized by Council. This includes weed management, roadside spraying, mowing, pest control, and shelter belt establishment. Our Economic Development Department, meanwhile, is committed to ensuring the success of all the businesses within the Flagstaff region. Priorities remain focused on business retention and expansion, citizen attraction and retention, and increased business investment. Along with that, We will continue to support local social initiatives that have a direct impact on the quality of life for all demographics within our region. We are proud to continue the support for the Flagstaff Adult Learning, Flagstaff Satellite Family Day Home Society, Parents for Fun in Flagstaff, STARS, Parkland Regional Library, the Hospice Society of Camrose and District, and Flagstaff Victim Services. Our business plan reflects County Council's vision. We are the community of communities, committed to working with our neighbors to be a strong, vibrant, and sustainable region. Please don't hesitate to reach out to any members of councils in regards to our programs and services.
Thank you, Don. Is there anything else you want to talk about in terms of public participation?
Yeah, Council will continue to seek a comprehensive public participation plan and format that encourages engagement that can be utilized on a consistent basis regarding any issue or concern where Council believes public input is required. Following the municipal election this October, Flagstaff County will be contracting a communication consulting company to provide the framework for an effective and meaningful public engagement program that will help capture public concerns and feedback and provide meaningful information for consideration as Council looks towards the future sustainability of our region.
Thank you very much, Don, and thank you to our listeners for joining us.